And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant, then there's Harris, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Harden, and it's good, 2 points. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there, and that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
Now here's Giannis, and there it is for him.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill, a lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Here is Harden. Pass to KD. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton. The 15-footer. And Antetokounmpo. Giannis on the follow.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
Harden against Holiday. Goes up on the wing. Harden, no good. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Goes back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Harden missing his last shot. Middleton outside. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lopez. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now, here is Harden. Here's KD. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
You know, the defense just can't stop Durant's drive. I mean, he's got that alchemy of agility and power. He's hard to shut down.
Irving against Holiday. Kicks to Middleton. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
The putback. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee leading by 4. Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. And it's sent back by KD.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the first. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. KD's got 6.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Back to Holiday. Giannis with it. And he drops it in from the low post. And that's 12 points for Giannis.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Irving passes to Jordan. It's Durant on the wing. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Misses the wing J.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some
being able to go through adversity and come up.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. Drew Holiday is checked in for the Bucks. Now here is Holiday. And Tucker kicks to Holiday. That shot missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's capable of scoring from anywhere. Durant's size and touch make him a prime-time threat inside.
Holiday dishes to Tucker. It's up a 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The Bucks shooting 43% from the floor. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
You know, it's really interesting to note that Forbes went to the same high school in Detroit as a certain friend of ours. I think the guy's name I'm thinking about here is Chris Webber.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Harden, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Forbes. It's hauled in by Claxton. In transition, here come the Nets. And Harden with the stuff.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
Now here is Holiday. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to Griffin. The Nets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Harden. Claxton. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 2.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here is Holiday. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Portis can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Harris passes to Irving. For the three. That's good from Harris on the assist by Irving. Harris has got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Forbes, and that one is good.
You know, Forbes is slight of frame, guys, but deceptively strong. He can finish through contact if he has to.
Here's Irving. It's tipped. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Harris, and that one's good from Connaughton.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Irving looking over the floor. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Boy, Tucker, ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Right side, Irving. Pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Harris wide open. He shoots and all around the rim that time before dropping in. The Bucks trail. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Middleton left side. With the teardrop, here's Forbes. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition. Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest deficit was 6 points. And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
They've got Joe Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Harden outside. On the wing, Irving. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No good from Durant. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Joe Harris. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Back to Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 16 points for Giannis.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 4.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Floats it up for Giannis. He can't get that one to fall. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. And the jam by Harden.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Griffin. And that one's good by Giannis. Giannis has got 6 in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Irving against DiVincenzo. Lays it up off the glass. Now just a 2-point Brooklyn lead.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Harden kicks to Griffin. Back to Harden. Griffin looking it over. Doesn't go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving. The Bucks also with the sub. Connaughton's checked in. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's KD. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. KD's got 12.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Holiday looking for an opening. 27 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Passes to KD. All alone. And that one hits back iron.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Bucks. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Teague out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And here's Harris from the arc.
And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Harden dishes to KD. There's the lob to Harden. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
A nice shot by Teague.
Yeah, you could see how Teague was probing the defender there, seeing if he could catch him leaning and drive to the rim. Nicely done.
Harden the pass to Claxton. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Harden with the stuff.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Lopez finds Teague. Here's Connaughton, defended by Durant. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one drops for him. 28 points for Giannis.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Harden with it. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bucks.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high-percentage shots in this game.
Bucks leading by 3. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Giannis has got 18 points now here in the second half.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And Durant gets double teamed. Six on the shot clock. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And the pass to Giannis. He gets that one. Giannis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
Green against Teague. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
KD on the wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, that's the kind of pressure Durant puts on the defense. I mean, you just can't sit back and let him do what he wants to. Body up on him, even if you may risk a foul.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for Green. The Bucks also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Teague. Outside Holiday. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee keeping it alive. A new 14.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Here's Middleton. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Outside Holiday. Dishes it to Middleton. To the paint. Here's Tucker. Yes!
There you go. P.J. Tucker showing you he's reliable in the clutch.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Oh, what a dunk!
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Holiday. Pass to Giannis. And it's sent back by PD. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. What's your take, guys?
And they need a miracle, guys. They don't have enough time for the catch-and-shoot three, so the only hope is for an alley-oop and an and-one to finish out.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had to.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So the Nets starting five. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the shooting guard. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Now, here is Morris. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position. With his size, KD almost unstoppable from mid-range.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Outside, George fires from deep. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden outside. Pass to Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
The thing about Kyrie, he has great natural balance when setting up for the jumper.
Leonard draws the double. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. Back to Leonard.
So much of rebound is about positioning. Effort, no lack of it right there.
And a wide open look for Irving. Rebounded by Jackson.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
George against Harden. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision. In OKC, Paul George showed he can be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A. And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. George looking over the floor. Passes it to Jackson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Nets also changing it up. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Outside Irving. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
KD's shot is off. Clippers trail by 4. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving dishes to Green. Got a piece of it. Irving passes to Green. Griffin down low. Defended by Beverly.
And that is in Blake Griffin's DNA, dunking on guys.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. Morris with the bucket.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Feeds it to Griffin. And he banks in the layup. Griffin's got his second bucket of the game to go.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Beverly. Morris trying to free himself up, and the shot goes in.
I love this about Patrick Beverly. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
Irving surveying the floor. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And the Clippers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. The Nets shooting their first free throw this game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Brown against George. Shoots over Brown. Again, Los Angeles.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Irving. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's George. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the...
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Nets leading by 3. We'll be back shortly live from...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Harden out there with Brown. And it's Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Now, here's Kennard. Down low. Clock at 4. Here's Cousins. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets leading by 5. It's Brown on the wing. Inside. The inside shot. Got a piece of it. Beverly with the ball. Harris is there, and they pick up 2.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Harden surveying the D. Takes it off the glass.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
The pass to Beverly. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. A shot by Batum, no good. The Nets with the lead. Brown wide open, he fires. The three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Outside, Batum to the inside. Here's Cousins. Banked in off the glass. Cousins has got his first basket. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Harden with the stuff.
And an offensive master at work. Harden has figured out every way to take advantage of a defense.
Jackson against Harden. Jackson kicks to Cousins. Pass to Kennard. Here's Batum. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
One of the great rebounders in this league. When Jordan does score, this is often how it happens.
It's Jackson with the drive. A steal. Harris looking it over. To the middle. Kicks it out to Harden. Three-pointer. That shot misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson's got the ball.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Nets leading by 3. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Irving finds Harden. The tray. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside, George. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. George has got 7 points in the game.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
Harden. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
We've got Kawhi Leonard, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. On the wing, George.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
KD with it. He's got 7 to the inside. And the rejection by Zubats. Nobody near Leonard. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Irving against George. There's the feed to Jordan. Here's Harden on the wing. Harris against Morris. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Harris.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And it's George missing.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Irving for 3, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
I love how Durant keeps his eyes up, scanning for someone with a better look.
George against Harden. Stolen by Harden. Here's the teardrop. Irving can't get it to go.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Leonard the pass to Morris. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving's got the ball.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Clippers trail by 4. Morris looking over the floor. He kicks it to George. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Reggie Jackson. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Jeff Green, he's checked in for James Harden. And George, here we go. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Durant, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
George passes to Rondo. 1:49 left in the third. Out to Morris. Three-pointer. And Irving pulls it down.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Pass to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Harris kicks to Green. Back to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. And Green slams it in.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Down low, Zubac, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Jeff Green picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, so both teams making some changes here. And he's good on the second. Nets leading by 7. Outside Irving. Step back shot. It's hauled in by Zubac. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Back to Batum. Over Harris. Nifty move. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Irving against Beverly. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Beverly. Pass to Kennard. The 3. That one doesn't drop. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Nets ending the third. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Harden. Durant is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Outside Irving. Over Beverly. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the paint. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Batum.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
It's Durant on the wing. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Beverly finds Kennard. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. To tie it up. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Brooklyn leading by 3. Now Harden. Outside Durant. And finished off by KD.
Wow, the skills at his size. Durant makes a number of moves every game that just leaves you shaking your head.
To the inside. Griffin with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And so they foul intentionally. So for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. On the wing, Irving. From the stripe. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
George up top, guarded by Harden. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. They kick it out to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Leonard against KD. Lock at 6. Griffin trying to get open. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And Harris subbed in for Kevin Durant. Harden against George. Harden the pass to Irving. Jordan high post. That one no good. Nice D from Cousins. Leonard attacking, and Morris throws it down.
Important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Outside Irving. Harden against George. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. Free throw good. James Harden.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Outside, George. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pulls it up. Misses off the right iron. Clippers trail by 6. Leonard attacking, and it's sent back by Irving. Inside, in the corner, Harden. On the wing, Irving. Releases. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Kyrie scores so easily. He could lead this league in scoring one day.
Outside, George. Los Angeles with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
You know, he was the College Player of the Year, the first freshman to ever do it. We all knew Kevin Durant would be special.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Johnson comes in for Harris. Landry Shamit's checked in for Irving. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. The shot and game clock separated by 4. KD looking around. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Los Angeles. 7-point differential. Kept alive. Outside for Jackson. Tries again. Good.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do. Downtown Milwaukee is how it's ended down today.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Cousins in at the center position. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Now here's Beverley. Up top, Cousins. 6 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Beverley looking around.
And Lopez doing what he can to just be disruptive out there, distracting shooters.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Now here is Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
Got to do your best to root and push and shove Kawhi Leonard outside of the paint. He's just too strong and too skilled on the inside, and then he starts to get comfortable.
Now here is Holiday, down low, and stolen by Cousins. And Beverly kicks to Morris. Leonard dishes to Morris. And he lobs it up.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Holiday surveying the floor. Left side, out of Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. And the dunk by Giannis.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And that one's good, George.
Well, Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the offseason, being diligent with his work ethic, and gets through contact on that play.
One-on-one here. Cousins, the pass to George. Lopez with the steal. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Clippers leading by 4. And Beverly kicks to Cousins. And here's Beverly. Back to Cousins from downtown. The rebound by Middleton. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can GA take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Forbes. Clippers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Outside Rondo. Pass to Batum. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Releases. That misses off the backboard. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson has the open look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
Teague against Rondo. Teague kicks to Portis. Mora, the pass to Portis. Misses from close range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And so the first quarter is in the books. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. They've got Chris Middleton. E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. And it's Forbes in at the point guard. And the Bucks with possession here. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. And here we go. Rondo heading to the hoop. Good.
Pretty smart in that situation as Rondo was scanning the floor. And then with the ball makes the right call.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Forbes. And a miss there on the triple.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Rondo passes to Zubac. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Zubac has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Rondo. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. To the middle, here's Portis. The Clippers grab the miss. Oturu, the pass to Batum. And it's the Bucks on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Jackson. And it's Jeff Teague with the rebound. And Teague's got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks, trailing by 5. With the putback, and Teague is right there.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Jackson. Shoots the 3. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Portis drives in. And Portis throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is. And he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Jackson against Teague. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Teague. Fast break, Milwaukee. Forbes dishes to Teague. Back to Forbes. The pass to Tucker. Four on the clock. From 13. The shot that time, not on target. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Batum scanning the floor. And contact on the shots. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Giannis outside. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Here's Holiday. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. And Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by Morris. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Antetokounmpo. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. DiVincenzo against Beverly. Passes it to George. Misses the three. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Giannis has got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
Here's George. Feeds to Batum. George passes to Batum. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Tie game in Milwaukee. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a rope. That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Paul George, and it's Cousins in at the center, filling out the middle.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Cousins against Lopez. And Cousins kicks to Beverly. Pass to Morris. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. One-on-one fast break. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Holiday inside the line, and a little luck that time, but it drops. And now a 4-point Bucks lead. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's Cousins. Morris trying to free himself up. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton for 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Giannis has got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
George dishes to Leonard. To the inside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Bucks have gone 4-6 from the field since the start of the third. Middleton outside. George against DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 8.
And that foot injury robbing Donte DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Donte did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club. And it just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
Here's Beverly to the right side. Cousins, no one around him. No good from outside. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 10-2 run here. Lopez with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Now here's DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. Shoots over Leonard. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
58 seconds left to play here in the third. Now DiVincenzo lets it go with a three. That shot no good. George against Holiday. It's thrown by to Antetokounmpo. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Middleton against Leonard. It's Morris atop the key. Los Angeles with another miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Outside Holiday. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. From deep, George. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Milwaukee with a 10-point lead. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Nora in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The feed now to Batum. In close. And he uses the glass on the layup. Batum's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Clippers. Bucks leading by 8. Here is Forbes. The dish now to T. Pass to Nora. There's the lob to Portis.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Kennard, the pass to Oturu. The pass to Zubac. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Tucker from outside the arc, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Tucker's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Down low, here's Oturu. Kicks it to Batum, and stolen by Jeff Teague. And a wide open look for Portis. No good on the 3.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Zubac, that's good.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Bucks leading by 11. Here is Forbes. Dishes to Teague. Here's Portis. 6 on the shot clock. The three-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 11. A shot by Batum, no good. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Aston Morrow. Portis with it. Zubac's defending. Portis against Zubac. Baseline jumper. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Clippers running out of time. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Bucks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Back to Portis. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Rondo against Holiday. This one for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Trying to find the tune. He's got it now. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor. And that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Holiday against Rondo. Pass to DiVincenzo. Giannis inside. Morris is there. And Antetokounmpo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bucks.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Leonard attacking. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
For the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Batum. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday with it. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez left side. Shot clock at 6. They get the rebound. George up top. Defended by DiVincenzo. Gets the 3 to fall.
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. It doesn't go for him. KD with the bucket.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Pass to Middleton. To the paint. Here's a look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Now here's Harden. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Durant. 6 to shoot. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Boy, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
Antetokounmpo against KD. Giannis is double. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee the rebound, and the shot is good. Giannis has got 6.
Hey, offensive rebound, positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Now here's Durant. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Harris outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo looking it over. The kick out to Lopez. No good with the triple. Nets trail by 4. Bobbed up there for Durant. He can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
Now here's Harden. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Irving. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And it's the Bucks' ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. And it's off from 3-point range. Nets trail by 6. The high post shot. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the shot goes down.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Irving passes to Harden. Lopez with the block.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him, and a terrific rejection as well.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Teagan for Pat Connaughton. Free throw good. Giannis.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
Here's Irving, and the layup's good off the glass.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Bucks leading by 9. Giannis dishes to T. There's the lob to Portis. Griffin with the steal. Got it off in time. The shot misses. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
You know, he was waived after his second year in the league, guys, but Joe Harris didn't let that stop him. He improved his skills, and he's carving out a nice career for himself.
Outside Teague. Pass to Nora. Portis against Griffin. Portis can't get it to go. Nets trail by 6. Here's Green. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
For Brooklyn, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Back to Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And I like the unpredictability of Teague. I mean, he's got a little bit of a change of pace, herkiness to his drives. You never quite know when he's going to throw it down when he gets to the rim.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Kyrie Irving. Portis kicks to Teague. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The alley-oop, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Teague. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Nets. Harden outside, pass to Brown. Harden against Holiday. Harden the pass to Claxton. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Holiday against Harden. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Fires, high post, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That was terrific. Man, my goodness. Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Passes to Giannis. Shot from 12. That one a little long.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Lopez inside. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Chalk up 2 there. Now it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
You know, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Jeff Teague. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Bruce Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Here's Middleton inside and stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant's got the ball. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. That's good from Harris. Brooklyn with the ball. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Outside for KD. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
The Bucks shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here. He's off on the 2nd. DiVincenzo against Durant with the tip. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Claxton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
Boy, fighting to keep. Man, he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. We're watching the NBA happen. For Brooklyn, the first quarter was not an easy one. Abysmal shooting from the field. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan, then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Holiday against Irving. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's Irving, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, he's got outstanding balance. Kyrie Irving is so good at converting through contact. For a little guy, he's one of the best I've seen.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. Tucker can't get it to go. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. 5 to shoot. Here's Harden. The kick out to Irving. Off target with his 3.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
DiVincenzo finds Middleton. Oh, here we go with Griffin. Nobody back there. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Griffin. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
On against Middleton. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Nets leading by 5. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Trying to end the drought. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Irving passes to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harden's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Holiday finds Giannis. And the bank shot is good. Giannis has got 4 this quarter.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
24 seconds left to play in the third. Griffin trying to get open. Bucks trail by 5.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Now here's Harden. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. From deep three-point range. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nets lead by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Claxton no good. The Bucks trail, and stolen by Irving. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup. And that's 11 points for Kyrie Irving. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
A nice shot by Tucker.
You know, when you're guarding Tucker, you've got to account for his jump shot. I mean, if you don't, he'll bite you.
Durant kicks to Irving. Back to Durant. There's the pass to Claxton. On the wing, Harris. To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Harris makes opponents pay in the pick and roll, guys, because he's an effective passer with tight handles.
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Forbes. Rebound, Brooklyn, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in, and then Durant with the dunk.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into a shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Forbes the pass to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Harden surveying the D. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. He throw good, James Harden.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
Drew Holiday is checked in for the Bucks. Here's Connaughton. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Nwora, the pass to Giannis. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Irving drives in, and that one, good. Irving's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Giannis. Pass to Portis. And he banks in the layup. Portis has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Jordan high post. Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
Surgical precision from Harden, demonstrating his sick handles one more time.
Bucks trail by 8. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Holiday. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And here's Harden. Pass to KD. That's tipped. Kicks it out to Harden. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. And the Nets lead by 8.
I really appreciate how Harden handles contact, staying in control of his body, and tremendous balance.
Outside Holiday. There's the lob to Portis.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Jordan.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Giannis outside. Outside Holiday. Back to Giannis. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. It's Durant on the wing, defended by Portis. Harris kicks to Harden. It's Durant on the wing. And on the way from Irving for 3, misses. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Oturu in at the 4. And for the Nets, we've got Durant. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Harden against Beverly. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out. Well, this is the beauty of Kyrie Irving. You think of him as a creator, but this guy in a catch and shoot just as lethal.
And George, here we go. A 3 from Leonard. Brooklyn with the rebound. In transition, here come the Nets. And Harden with the stuff.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Now here's Beverly. The pass to Cousins. Leonard against Harris. Leonard the pass to Oturu. And Durant sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
For three, Harris. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Beverly the pass to Oturu. And that one is off. Great D that time from Jordan.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Durant kicks to Harris. The Clippers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Out to the wing. And here's George for 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. That shot wide open.
Well, don't let Kevin Durant get comfortable from the mid-range because that is money in the bank.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And Harden with the stuff.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Cousins, the pass to Leonard. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Leonard on the wing. And it's Leonard with the jam.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Patrick Beverly.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the inside, and Cousins throws it down.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Outside Irving. Down low, Green. And he makes good on the layup.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now, here's George. And it's Durant with the rebound. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. 26 seconds left in the first. From 17 feet out, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by George.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Harden scanning the floor. And that one released in time, but no good.
And always good to see Rondo being active defensively, more than capable of shutting down his man.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Ivica Zubac. Jackson is out there with Kennard. And it's Marcus Morris. And it's Man in at the 3. Clippers trail by 8. In the corner, Kennard with it. Pass to Man. The 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Durant kicks to Griffin. And there's the feed to Harden. And the wide open shot from Green. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Kennard finds Jackson. Now here's Zubac. Banked in off the glass. Zubac has got his first points in this one.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Here's Harden. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Kennard for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Griffin kicks to Durant. Clock at 6. Lets a floater go. Tries yet again. And it's good on the way in. Durant's got his second bucket.
Well, with his combination of length and timing and athleticism, Kevin Durant is eating the glass right now.
Jackson passes to Zubac. The dish to Morris. Over Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Now here's Brown. Lobs it up for Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Fires the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got 7 points. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And here is Morris. Following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Irving with the steal. With some arc. And the shot goes in. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Here's Beverly. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 9. That one goes in. He's got 11.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Beverly, the pass to Oturu. In the corner, it's Morris. Six on the shot clock. Oturu.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. And Los Angeles with some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Morris. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. 54 seconds left in the first half. And Rondo gets it to go on the assist by George.
And Rondo, as good as it gets in transition, whether he's shooting or passing, he tends to make the right decision.
Now here's Irving. 11 points in the game. Brown wide open. He fires. His three-pointers off the mark. Clippers trail by 13. George passes to Leonard. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. They get a hand on it. Batum with the steal. He feeds it to George. Oh, wow.
You know, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Here's Irving. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. A smoldering performance for the... And...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first two quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Irving is out there with Harden, and it's Durant, then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
And George, here we go. Oturu, back to George. Lays it up and banks it in. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Now, here is George. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. And Cousins kicks to Leonard. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 6 points for Leonard.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Harden against Beverly. Here's KD. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Harris. And then for Los Angeles, Mann's checked in. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game? What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Stolen by Jackson. Outside, George, pass to Mann. Now here's Leonard, guarded by Green. Green against Leonard. 5 on the clock. To the paint, here's Mann. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The 3 from Harden. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's, the power on that Prudence.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Rondo against Brown. Rondo dishes to Morris. Outside Jackson. Outside Rondo. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Harden finds Griffin. Here's Claxton. The pass to Harden. Griffin with it. Back to Harden. He dishes it to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden, no good.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Nets leading by 5. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Green with the ball. Got a piece of it. Pass to Claxton. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. And the free throw, no good. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Beverly. And the rejection by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harris misses. Fast break, here they come. Here's Batum, finished off the break.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
In the corner, it's Harris. Jacks up a 3. Off target. And we've reached the end of the third. Nets lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles, trailing by 5. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Patrick Beverly. He's out there with Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Oturu in at the 4 spot. Harden with it. George picks him up. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 7.
Well, you're allowing DeAndre Jordan to get comfortable. This guy is so efficient as a scorer.
Harden against George. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Over Harden. The 10-footer finds the target.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
Harden outside. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And George, here we go. Got a hand on it. Harris with it. Leonard picks him up. Harris passes to Claxton. Back to Harris. Inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Passes it to Zubac. Back to George. And the pass to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game. Harden outside. To the inside. Jordan. And the rejection by Zubac. Kicks it out to Harden. Shot clock at 6. The shot will not fall. And the Clippers will come the other way. Leonard finds Beverly. Here's Oturu. Leonard fires away from outside. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Harden against George. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips.
George passes to Oturu. Here's Beverly, covered by Irving. George against Harden. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Paul George.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
Harden the pass to Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft? DeAndre Jordan becomes the 35th pick and becomes an all-star for the first time in 2017. Boy, really an example of what can happen when you put the work in.
Durant's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And then for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Harden outside. There's the triple. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Irving dishes to Harden. Feeds to Jordan. The second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Jordan's got 10 points in just the second half.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Nets.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for James Harden.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
KD with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Harden against George. Harden the pass to Durant. Fires the 3. And James Harden with the 3. And the Nets lead by 14.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight they've done that and then some.
The 3 from George. It's good from long range.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Harden outside. From deep. And the Nets, another 3.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks...
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Now, here's Beverley. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Outside Holiday. Over Cousins. Holiday gets the bucket.
As a coach, you're comfortable with Holiday taking that shot. He has a good feel from the mid-range.
Beverley against Holiday. Pass to Morris from the wing. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Giannis. And another basket for Milwaukee.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
George passes to Cousins. George looking around. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. The rebound by the Bucks. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now here's Lopez. Antetokounmpo inside. He's guarded by Cousins, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. George, that's a two-pointer. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. So it's the Clippers now. 4-point game. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And the 3 off target. For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. Nobody near Leonard. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Beverly against Holiday. From about 19 feet. He's off on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Passes it to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Looks for Holiday, gets it to him. And again, the Bucks miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Holiday. The pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez inside. Cousins is there. Pass to Middleton. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. Lopez finds Middleton. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. To the middle. Here's Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Back to Holiday. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Shoots over Leonard. In tight, he gets the jumper to fall. Giannis has got 6.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Clippers.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Clippers lead by 5. And whoop. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Shots good by Kennard.
Outstanding decision. Kennard is getting better and better at creating offense for himself.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys, they're hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Here's Batum. That one, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. There's the lob to Portis. Stolen by Zubac. One-on-one fast break. Here's Mann. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here is Forbes. Kennard covering. Out left to the wing. Portis against Batum. 2 points. That one goes. Portis has got his first 2 points.
That was physical D, but Bobby Portis is so strong, he finished through contact.
Now, here's Kennard. Tight defense on him. Jackson looking around. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Bucks trail by 5. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Portis. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Kennard. Passes it to Zubac. Now, here's Kennard. Now, here's Zubac. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Clippers. Milwaukee making a switch here. For Milwaukee, they've gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Left side, Portis. Now the pass to Connaughton. Back to Portis. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Buries it from three-point range. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shoots. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Batum. And it's sent back by Lopez.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Lobbed up there for Lopez. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Rondo. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Good work there as it goes. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. Dishes it to Jackson. In the corner, Kennard with it. Good if it goes. No good on the last second attempt there. And a close. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second... And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. One of the stories here, Cousins getting it done.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Clippers right now, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And George, here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Middleton for 3 gets the three-pointer to fall. Middleton's got 6.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drained the transition 3.
George dishes to Beverly. Cousins trying to free himself up. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Milwaukee in the lead for the finish. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
On the wing, George. And the layup is good. George has got his second basket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. And the Clippers lead by 1.
You see, that is just rude. Kawhi picks it, triggers the fast break. See ya.
Beverly against Holiday. For 3, Middleton. That one doesn't go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. And now a 3-point Clipper lead.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Here's Giannis. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Back to DiVincenzo. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Man's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Tucker's checked in. Pass to Man. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shoots over Tucker. Leonard, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Middleton finds Holiday. Nice D from Cousins.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Here's Middleton. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Cousins. Now the Clippers moving it up. And there's Paul George on the assist by Cousins. George has got 7.
Coaches have raved about this. Cousins' ability to have active hands and come up with strips.
And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call. Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to man. Back to Leonard. Down low, Cousins. 5 to shoot. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Middleton. 8 points for him. Giannis outside. Just 5 on the clock. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. And the 3 ball is good. Tucker's got 7.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Teague in at the point guard position. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Teague kicks to Portis. Passes to Tucker. Over Kennard. Here's Portis. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Portis has got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Outside Jackson. To the middle. Zubac, the pass to Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Tucker. Second shot opportunity, and he makes that one.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Flat out effort play right there. The kind that can be the difference between a win and a loss.
Teague, the pass to Tucker. Here's Portis. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Bucks lead by 4.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
It's stolen by Teague. By himself. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And one great play leads to another with Teague. His fast hands and fast feet making things happen.
Jackson against Teague. Jackson passes to Batum. And good that time. Batum's got 4 this quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. Kennard's shot is off. Bucks leading by 4. Forbes the pass to Tucker. There's the lob to Portis. Can't hit that one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Batum, and it's blocked.
Great size by Bobby Portis. Would love to see him block more shots, but he got all of that one.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee, and so he hits both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Holiday with it. And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Cousins comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Paul George in for Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, and most bigs don't shoot free throws as efficiently as Lopez. The coaching staff has to appreciate that part of his game.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Holiday against George. Pass to Leonard. Beyond the arc. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from George.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Holiday. Shot clock at 6. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
When momentum is crucial, Holiday steps up his level of play.
George against Holiday. George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Middleton outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers trail. Nobody near George. Right between the eyes.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's George. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. The pass to George. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And an intentional foul right there.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
When you look at Luke Kennard's free throw percentage, if you're the defense, you might want to keep him away from the line.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 2. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
But I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.